Is your car acting strange? Warning lights, glitchy electronics, or rough engine? Don't panic and don't waste money at the mechanic just yet. Sometimes all your car needs is a simple reset you can do at home, for free. And yes, everything here is verified by a certified automotive technician. Here on Motor Minds, we share smart car tips, easy fixes, and money-saving hacks. In this video, I'll show you step by step how a simple reset can get your car running smooth again. Why cars need a reset? Let's start with this question. Why does a car even need a reset? Modern cars run on computers. Years ago, cars were simple. You had mechanical parts that worked together. Today, almost every system in your car uses sensors and a central computer called the ECU, or engine control unit. This computer monitors your engine, transmission, fuel system, brakes, and even small things like your air conditioning and power windows. Now, just like your phone or laptop, this computer can glitch. It can get stuck, hold on to old error codes, or misread signals from sensors. When that happens, you see warning lights like check engine, ABS light, or battery light. Sometimes your car loses power or idles rough. Here's the good news. Just like you reboot your phone when it acts weird, you can also reboot your car. This simple reset often clears the errors and brings your car back to normal. When should you reset your car? Before we jump into the steps, let's talk about when to use this trick. Your check engine light turns on, but your car still runs fine. Your dashboard shows strange lights that don't make sense. You replaced a sensor or part, but the warning light didn't go away. Your car feels sluggish or the fuel economy suddenly drops. The radio, windows, or locks act strange after a battery change. These are all signs that your car's computer might just need a reset. Now keep in mind, a reset will not fix a serious problem like a broken part or a failing engine. If something is truly damaged, you still need a mechanic. But many times, the issue is just electronic confusion, and a reset clears it up instantly. The basic reset method. All right, let's get into the basic reset method. This is the easiest and the most common way to reset your car at home, for free. We'll go step by step so you can follow along easily. Step 1. Turn off your car completely. Make sure your car is parked on a flat surface. Put it in park, turn the ignition off, and remove the key. Take a moment to make sure everything is off before you begin. Step 2. Disconnect the negative battery cable. Pop open your hood and look. For the battery, you'll notice two cables. One marked with a plus sign for positive, and one marked with a minus sign for negative. Start with the negative. Use a wrench to loosen the nut, then carefully lift the cable off the terminal. Step 3. Disconnect the positive cable. Once the negative cable is off, go ahead and remove the positive cable. Always remember, disconnect the negative first and reconnect it last. This keeps you safe and prevents sparks. Step 4. Drain the system. Here is a step a lot of people miss. After you've disconnected both battery cables, press and hold the brake pedal down for about 30 seconds. You don't need the key in the ignition for this. By pressing the brake pedal, you use up any leftover electricity stored in the system. This helps the ECU or engine computer fully power down. You can also turn on the headlights for a few seconds while the battery is disconnected. Since there's no battery power, the lights won't turn on, but the action helps drain any stored energy in the circuits. Think of it like fully powering off your phone before restarting. You're making sure everything goes back to zero before the computer boots up again. Step 5. Wait a few minutes. Leave the battery disconnected for at least 10 minutes. If you want to be extra sure, wait up to 30 minutes. This gives the system time to reset fully. Step 6. Reconnect the battery. Start by reconnecting the positive cable, then reconnect the negative. Tighten them securely so they don't wiggle loose. Step 7. Start the car. Put your key back in and start the engine. It might take a little longer to turn over the first time. That's normal because the computer is relearning, and that's it. You've just reset your car all by yourself, and it didn't cost you a cent. What happens after the reset? So what happens after you reset your car? When you start the engine, don't be surprised if the dashboard lights flash for a few seconds. That's completely normal. You might also notice your radio presets or your clock resetting back to default. And sometimes, the car may idle a little rough at first. Don't worry, this is just your ECU, or car's computer, relearning how everything runs. Take your car for a short drive, about 15 to 20 minutes. During this time, the computer gathers fresh data and adjusts to your driving style. After that, things usually feel much smoother. Alternative reset methods. Now, let's talk about some alternative reset methods. Sometimes you don't want to disconnect the battery, or maybe the battery is hard to reach. No worries. There are other ways you can reset your car's computer. Method 1. The fuse reset. Pop open your fuse box. Inside, you'll see small fuses labeled for different systems like the ECU, ABS, or even the radio. Find the one that controls the ECU, pull it out carefully, and wait a few minutes. Then, plug it back in. This works like a soft reset for your car's computer. The nice thing about this method is that it usually doesn't wipe your radio presets or reset your clock. Method 2. The key and gas pedal trick. Some cars allow a reset without even touching the battery or fuses. Here's how. Place your key in the ignition and turn it to the on position, but don't start the engine. Now press the gas pedal slowly all the way down to the floor, then release it. Do this 3 times. After that, turn the key off, wait a few seconds, and then start the car. On certain models, this resets specific sensors and clears minor glitches. Method 3. The OBD2 scanner reset. If you own an OBD2 scanner, this is the easiest way. Just plug the scanner into the port under your dashboard. The tool can read error codes and also clear them. Best of all, these scanners are cheap and often cost less than a single trip to the mechanic. So if pulling the battery isn't for you, try one of these simple alternatives. Benefits of resetting your car. So why should you even bother resetting your car? Let's break it down. Benefit 1. Save money. Many people pay a mechanic just to clear error codes, but you can do it yourself at home, completely free. Benefit 2. Better performance. Once reset, the ECU relearns your driving habits. That can mean smoother acceleration and even better fuel economy. Benefit 3. Peace of mind. Sometimes a warning light is just a glitch. Resetting helps you see if it's a real problem or just a false alarm. Benefit 4. Quick fixes. Electrical issues like windows, locks, or radio settings often sort themselves out after a reset. Benefit 5. A clean start. If you've replaced a sensor, a reset makes sure the computer reads the new part correctly. Simple, fast, and free. Resetting gives your car a fresh start. Common mistakes to avoid. Now, let's go over some common mistakes you need to avoid when resetting your car. First, don't rush the process. If you reconnect the battery too quickly, the ECU won't fully reset. Give it at least 10 minutes. Second, never touch the positive and negative cables back onto the battery at the same time. That's dangerous. If you need to drain power, do it safely away from the battery. Third, don't expect miracles. A reset won't fix broken parts like a fuel pump or spark plug. It only clears the computer. And finally, don't panic if the warning light comes back. That usually means there's a real issue that needs repair. Follow these tips and you'll reset safely every time. How to keep your car running smooth after a reset. So, you've reset your car. Now, how do you keep it running smooth? Here are some simple tips. First, drive gently for the first 50 miles. The ECU is relearning, so smooth driving helps it pick up good habits. Second, avoid racing the engine right away. Give it time to relearn idle speed and fuel trim slowly. Third, always keep your gas cap tight. A loose cap is one of the most common reasons the check engine light comes back on. Next, if a warning light does return, don't ignore it. Use an OBD2 scanner to check the code. And finally, make sure your battery is strong. A weak battery can cause random electrical issues that confuse the computer. Follow these steps, and your car will stay reliable long after the reset. Modern cars are smart, but just like us, they sometimes get confused. Instead of rushing to the mechanic and spending big money, try a simple reset first. It only takes a few minutes and often clears up the problem. Think of it like rebooting your phone. You wouldn't replace it if it froze. You'd just restart it. Your car works the same way. Thanks for watching Motor Minds, your trusted place for smart car fixes and money-saving tips. If this helped, hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe for more easy car hacks.